Guys, what's going on? It's Percy here from P4C. Welcome back to the channel. We are starting off today with something a little bit different. We're not opening up any packs today. In fact, we've got a bunch of stickers, labels here from PSA and from BGS because we did do a submission recently about a month and a bit ago. Gotta say, PSA has been really good in terms of getting into submission and grading the cards and getting the cards back to you. Back in the old days, you probably take about 3 or even 4, even 5 months before they come back to you with the cards with any sort of special that they run. I think last month or the month before they were running a trading card special, and I submitted a bunch of cards ranging from, just looking at it right now, One Piece and Pokemon and a few other pieces and pieces. And then there were a few cards that I actually cracked open the slab and then resubmitted them again, whether it's from BGS and or from PSA. The other thing is as well, for those who didn't know, PSA actually changed the slab they use or the material that they use for the slab. So it's actually really hard to crack open the slab now. I did it a few times and actually managed to damage most of the cards in the slab. So if you are thinking about taking your cards out from PSA slabs, think twice. But anyway, I want to showcase some of the cards that I graded, and of course, all of the cards that are on screen right now. How did it fare compared to the resubmission in terms of the grades as well? So, without further ado, let's go into our grade reviews today. Our first card we have here was from One Piece OP08, which is a carrot alternate art card. Again, they were running a special. I think it was $13, $14 per card, not inclusive of shipping, of course. I thought it was just worthwhile to submit a bunch of cards that I really like. Then they were just sitting in my binder, and then I said, why not? So we got a 10 for that. Very happy. And then another one, we've got a Onami here. The Wano art OP06 alternative art. Nami will probably be, I guess, top 10 favorite character in terms of One Piece. So, and then we got a Bonnie here, Jewelry Bonnie. The art is absolutely amazing in terms of the alternate art with One Piece, which is giving me the huge motivation and excitement for the Gundam trading card to come, because I genuinely like Gundam a lot more than One Piece and other bits and pieces. So I guess time will tell. Time will tell. From the sneak preview, though, some of the cards still did look like very 3D-ish. I'm not sure about it at the moment. We did a video where we opened some Star Wars Premium Pack, Volume number 2, and then we pull. Just from a few boxes, we pull a few SP cards. So we got the Obi-Wan Kenobi here, very very nice, and then we got the Gugu, also looking very nice. And I submitted one more, I think, and that will come a little bit later on. And Evolving Skies, one of the hottest set from the Sword and Shield era. We've got a 9 on this. It's funny, this card, I don't know if it's me with Sylvie on, I can never get a 10 on this card, whether it's by Japanese, whether it's by Chinese, whether it's by English, because we've got a 9 here. This card was actually sitting in my binder for a little while, and then we were thinking that we were going to complete a Evolving Skies master set, and then I kind of gave up. It was a little bit too hard. I am actually not sure why I got a 9 on this, because it looks pretty good from the back, right? If you can see, the corner looks great, centering looks great. So I am, the edges look great. So it must be something got ding on the surface. I don't know. Like I said, PSA slabs, they changed the material of the slab, so the plastic is more softer instead of being really hard. So it's actually really hard to open the case. So I don't know. I have to think about it. I do want to say I want to resubmit this because I'm not satisfied with it with a 9, but there is a chance of damaging the card. All right, the next one here, which is even more interesting, and I don't know what I'm getting dinged for here. There must be a scratch or a dent, because in order to get like a really low grade like this, there must be something detrimental wrong with the card. So I, again, from the naked eye right now, I can't see it. for it to get a 6, it means that there's a crease somewhere that I didn't know. So again, I can't see it. I don't know what happened there. So we've got a 6 on this. So I'm pretty surprised with that. I know English quality is bad, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad. And then one card that I was really happy with is this Jirachi Holo Expert deck here. So for those who didn't know, for those who knew, I am building out a Jirachi master set. So every card that has been printed for Jirachi, raw cards at the moment. So I bought this raw. I bought this from Japan, and it was really nicely put together. And I thought the card looks really great, and I was like, well, I can either just hang it in my binder or give it a shot in terms of grading it, and of course it came back a 10. I paid quite a lot for this card as well, actually. I mean, this card was in mint condition, right? Obviously getting a 10. But I did pay a lot because when I went to Japan, to Tokyo this time, the card was amazingly cheap. And I bought a copy of it, and you can probably see it from the video. So I was a little bit puzzled, but happy to get a 10. The Eevee here getting a 9 again. This was actually packed fresh, so it's a modern card. So I actually, again, I don't know why did it get a 9. It looked pretty good for me, but getting a 9 on the Eevee there. And then a couple of these cards I bought when I went to Fukuoka, I bought some of these cards and then obviously graded them. So the Sincere Ambition here, uh, Gastrodon getting a 10, nice. This one here is another card that I bought, again getting an 8. Again, not really sure why, maybe centering. Um, this card is pretty old, 2005, but it was pretty fresh in terms of being packed fresh. So again, getting an 8 here maybe is kind of this corner here. Uh, the bottom left corner. Sometimes I really can't tell. Again, I say this a lot. You should always take a photo of the card that you're submitting before you submit it to PSA. I say this a lot, and I don't do it too often. Another Star Wars cards here, and this is the Mandalorian, and this is the SP card here. And then we have more One Piece. This is Monkey D. Luffy. This is the, as you can see, PSA magazine exclusive. So it came with the, if you're a PSA member, they gave you this magazine, and then with this card in it. I was actually thinking about grading this card with BGS, but I went with PSA anyway. A few more um, Pokemon cards here, and then we get the Gardenia's Vigor. And then we got the Melanie from V-Star Universe. Very nice, getting 10s for both. And then we've got Arita here from, again, V-Star Universe. Very nice looking, getting a 10 as well. Actually, again, when I went to Japan, the first time when I went to Fukuoka, I thought that I didn't have these cards, so I bought them, and then I realized came back home, I actually got all of it. Then, so I don't know why I bought it. So went to the grading pile. Arisu here, I do have a copy of this, and the binder copy was, I was off centered, so wasn't confident enough to send that, but we bought one, and then we got a 10 for it. And then the next couple, maybe I should put these aside because I wanted to introduce them properly. Yep, I want to introduce them properly. All right, this is what I'm saying. Sylveon. I can't get a 10 on Sylveon. So these are the Nagaba collaboration, getting a mid-9. And it's funny enough, right? I submitted this knowing that I was missing Leafeon. But I was like, hey, what the hell? I just submitted anyway. Uh, so I'm just trying to grab the rest out and to tell you how, I guess, funny this is. Getting a 9 for the Sylveon. So we got a 9 for the Sylveon. And again, this is, I wasn't even trying for the sequential numbers, but then you can have a look the rest of the rest of the ones that I've got. So for Jolteon, we got a 10. Eevee, we've got a 10. Uh, Glaceon, we've got a 10. This one I'm also really happy. Umbreon getting a 10, and then Vaporeon getting a 10, Espeon getting a 10, and then the Flareon getting a 10. So we literally got 10 for every single one of it, except for Sylveon. So either there's something wrong with my luck and my relationship with Sylveon, or it just doesn't like me. So, another Pokemon here. This is Sada Vitality. This is actually my favorite card at the moment because, from a competitive standpoint, I use this card a lot. So, this is kind of like my go-to card at the moment. And then a few more One Piece card as well. This is from the 1 year anniversary simplified Chinese premium box. So we've got 2020 Chopper here getting a 10. We got Luffy here in a bit of a, I could say, Bruce Lee style clothing, getting a 10. And then, well, Sanji and Zoro getting a 10 as well. So Sanji was probably a little bit more Bruce Lee accurate, I would say, in terms of you cosplaying, clothing, whatever you want, getting a 10 as well. And then the next 6 card actually came from this. I'm gonna just grab it off the shelf here. So the next 6 cards came from this, the premium card collection Uta. It has 6 cards, and you can see these 6 cards here. And we submitted it one set, hoping that we will be able to get a sequential set. And of course, things doesn't work out for us because the first one here we got a 9, and then I think we got another 9 as well. Yeah, we got another 9 here as well, another Uta 9 as well. This one I actually quite like. So a little bit disappointed getting a 9, but then the rest we got 10. This one here, I would say this one's probably my favorite Uta one out of the 6. This one, and then we got another 10, and then another 10 Uta, and then another 10 here as well. So overall, I think we did really well in this particular submission, getting a lot of 10s, a few mysterious 6 here, 8, 9s. I'm not going to argue with that, but we might look into opening up the case and maybe possibly resubmitting it. A lot of people do ask me, why do I open the case to resubmit the card? Why not just send the cards in to BGS and PSA and then ask them to grade it? Because by doing it, this is personal opinion, personal thinking. I might be completely wrong, but this is my way of thinking. I want to remove the bias, the grader's bias, because sometimes it works with everything. You just want to remove the bias, because when I get a card or when I get something and it has a grading, say 8 or 9 on it, I'm going to look at it and go, yep, that's an 8, that's a 9. So I want to remove that grader's bias and, give the card a, start fresh, start blank, and go from there. All right. The next set of cards are the cards that I cross-graded, and there's a few interesting one here. I'm going to actually start off with the easy one, which is this one here, which is the Japanese Gym 2. Actually graded a 9, which is not bad. But I thought the card condition was much better than that, so we actually cracked it open. Now you can see the serial number 7 here. Any just a hot tip here. Any, I think, cards that are graded after 7 or definitely after 8, they changed the case of the PSA to a very, like I said, a softer case. So anything before, I guess, 7, which I cracked it beautifully, was still using the hard case, was very easy to crack. Anyway, we got a 9 on this, and then from the BGS grading here, we got a 9.5. So it almost was a very true 9.5. I thought you were going to do better than this. Centering, edges, corner, but all get 9.5. There is no black label for this card, nor do I think there is a pristine tan for this. So, for a card that's been around since 1999, not bad, not bad. So I guess we won on this one, getting a slightly better grade. And then another one is the Erica's Venusaur, getting a 9 here. I think with BGS, also getting a 9 here. Now, we got thing really bad on the centering, because they gave us 9 on the centering. I can see it, but is it a 9? Maybe 9.5 you wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But everything else was great. Corner, edges, we got 10, surface got 9, got this lovely swell right there. This was a card that we just opened on one of our streams. So from a 9 to 9.5, again, we did pretty well, I guess. Next card here, why don't we go for this? Hidagagi Senju Gahara. So I went for a phase where I was just really collecting signature cards and cards that I really like. And then, so this was one of a purchase that I bought in Japan. Yeah, just a really random card here. And then we got 6.5. So again, getting ding on service. This is absolutely crazy, I guess. So I either must have scratched the card, um, or there is a yeah, I definitely scratched the card. You can see, well, actually, I don't know if I scratched it or who scratched it. So you can see at the back here, there is a mark on the card. So I can't remember if these were the really hard shell. Well, I guess I can tell, right? Oh no, these were the softer shell maybe, because it started with 8. I didn't really look at this in detail, but I can really see where the scratching is now, because you can see centering 10, corner 10, edges 10, and then surface 5.5, which is terrible. It's 6.57. So I guess, so this particular scratch mark here, it was either there before or I did it myself, um, which is strange because we got the same card here, which is from the same batch that I bought, getting a 7, but we got a pristine 10. So I don't know. I really don't know. Really, really hard to say. Really interesting to say. So getting a pristine 10 when PSA have graded it 7 here. And then the next card will be a really recent card as well, actually. So this is, again, from the Simplified Chinese first year anniversary. This is Pokemon. We submitted quite recently because you can see the number here, 94. And uh, we got a 9, and then we submitted it again, and we got a 10. So, uh, I really thought hard about how this will turn out, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get tougher grader, sometimes you get more lenient grader, sometimes you get grader that will give you an easy pass. So, getting a 10 here, where first around getting a 9, so this is definitely a good win. Another one would be this Dragonite. Again, the Sylveon card or anything Sylveon getting a 9. I have very terrible luck with this Dragonite Holo Game Boy promo because I graded it maybe 3 or 4 times. And again, grading it with different card as well because I've gave away True already, uh, and then he came back a 9. So I guess 9 is better than a 6, but still, we got dinged on the surface here. But yeah, I guess this is an upgrade from 6 to 9, and the next couple. Do we have a next couple? No, we do. We do. Because I just wanted to see how we're going to position this. The next one here is a Lugia Holo here. I really do love this card. And again, I don't know where I got ding. I resubmitted it. And we got a 9. Yeah, we got a 9. I think I must have submitted this card twice. Okay, so here we go. Uh, Here we go. So they actually got the reason I cracked it because they got the name wrong. This is Neo 3 promo. This is not a Neo 3 promo. This is Neo 1. So I graded it twice. So fair to say, it has been pretty consistent, right? Because 9, 9, and 9 here for this particular Lugia card. So the next couple of cards here, I graded a few times. So the next one here I want to show is this one here. Let's go with this one here. And this one is the Trio. Getting a 9, so we graded a few times actually. We graded twice. First time around, so you can see the number here 5. So this is really early on. We got a 9, and then we graded with BGS, got a 9.5 without the subgrades because apparently I didn't put in the subgrades. And then again, grading it for the third time with PSA, getting a 9. And then the next one here is the Ninetales. Ninetales here again. First time around we got an 8, and then for the second time around we got a 9.5, and then the third time around we've got a 10. So it's strange how grading works. So I guess you just have to try it more time than often, right? All right, the last couple here. Again, this is one of my favorite card. I would say favorite set from from the Japanese expedition set. We got a 9 the first time around. I was already pretty happy getting a 9.5, to tell the honest truth, from BGS, but then we submitted it for the third time, and this time actually getting the 10 that we wanted. So lovely, lovely Gengar card there. Last but not least, we do have a very old card that we submitted because this is the Japanese 96 here, getting the Jetme 9.5. With really old cards, I'm a little bit hesitant on cracking them open, but then I thought, let's try it anyway. Getting a 9.5 and then getting a 10 for it was a lovely, lovely reward. So I think this one will probably stay in the PC for a little while. And then I think might have missed the label, but we have one more here, which is the Sabrina's Gaze here, getting a 9.5, and if I remember correctly, we got a 9 for this as well. So there you have it. I guess tell us your thoughts, because I didn't know how to position this particular video, and the reason being, this could be quite controversial in terms of how we think about grading, how we think about the graders, because a card that I've submitted 3 times got 3 different grades, and then other cards that I've submitted 3 times got the same grade. So let us know in the comment section below your thoughts about grading companies, grading cards, and we'll love to hear it, and obviously we'll answer back. If you enjoyed this type of video, make sure you smash the like for this particular video, make sure you subscribe, and then ring the bell for the latest videos and updates. If you are also getting some graded cards back from whichever grading company there is out there, or there are out there, may the God of Grades be with you always.